It's been a long few days in my house. It was pouring with rain in LA. My kids have been off school. And yesterday they were desperate to get out of the house and go to a movie. So we went to see a Disney film called Frozen. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it was sold out everywhere in LA. I had to drive for like 45 minutes to the cinema that had seats. And we thought that we were going to see a film that my kids told me was about a snowman. Now, I of course looked it up beforehand to see if it was age appropriate and knew it wasn't about a snowman, but the posters all had this giant snowman as kind of the focal image. And so my little people who are 7 years old, my boy and my girl, were convinced it was about a snowman. First misrepresentation of the media was with the marketing on this film. So we get there, we start watching the film, and I have to tell you, I was so horrified that straight out of the gate, this film embodies the majority of the gender stereotyping for boys and girls that I loathe. The male characters, there was three substantial male characters. One was a pervy old general who was hitting up the very young princess girl and being salacious with her and suggestive with her. The other one was a very handsome young man who was a prince, who was seemingly loving and caring and interested in the princess, but turned out to be a deceitful, manipulative liar. And the third one was a very attractive, savior hero type, whose job it was to basically save the princess and turn her life around because of his presence. All gender stereotyping right off the bat. And the girls, two main girl characters, sisters, princesses. One spends 99% of the movie saying how she needs to be by herself, that she can't express herself, that no one can know her feelings, that she doesn't want to get hurt, she doesn't want to let anyone know the truth of who she is. She isolates the entire film by herself in an ice castle. She is a horrible bitch to her sister. Sets up, meanness and hostility between girls, and basically turns her sister's heart to ice. And then the other poor sister, who is a very sweet girl, but who basically thinks she's way less than her sister, this poor girl has very bad self-esteem. She keeps saying, I'm not as much as you. I'm not as pretty as you. I'm not as smart as you. I'm not as clever as you. I'm not as talented as you. Why get siblings to compare themselves like that? Do you know what I mean? So this poor girl gets her heart frozen by her mean sister, and her mission in life is to find the guy to kiss her, to love her, to bring her back to life. So the whole way through the movie, we're basically told that you need the love of a man, you need the attention of a boy, you need to secure the man so that you can come back to life again. And this guy, in this case, in this movie, that he will defrost your heart, which it was killing me sitting there with my daughter. I think the people in the cinema got so frustrated with me because I kept talking to my daughter saying, do you think she could love herself and freeze her heart? Maybe she doesn't need the love of a guy to freeze her heart. It was brutal. Anyway, I was really disappointed that this film, which was the only offering for children on Thanksgiving weekend, represented these age-old lies that we're sold. It just perpetuated it. It kept the gender stereotypes alive and kicking. And I was so horrified, actually. I felt compelled to share this and would love to know what any of you thought. Have any of you seen this film? What did you think? Sometimes I think I'm being overly sensitive, but I would love to know what your thoughts were. So please share them below, and I would love to have a discussion about Frozen and what you thought about it. All right, have a great rest of your weekend.